What's up, guys? We are back. Aidan O'Brien here with a brand new video, and today I want to talk about the power of your self-image. Okay, your self-image is the movie of your mind, the movie within your mind, the theater of your mind, as Dr. Maxwell Maltz calls it. He was a plastic surgeon in the 60s, actually. He wrote one of my favorite books of all time, which is called 𝐒𝐄𝐋𝐅-𝐈𝐌𝐀𝐆𝐄. Yes, 𝐒𝐄𝐋𝐅-𝐈𝐌𝐀𝐆𝐄. In my last video, we had specificity. Now we have 𝐒𝐄𝐋𝐅-𝐈𝐌𝐀𝐆𝐄. So I'm a vocabulary coach as well as a performance coach. You're welcome. Anyway, 𝐒𝐄𝐋𝐅-𝐈𝐌𝐀𝐆𝐄, this book is amazing. He talks about the power of the self-image, or the theater of the mind. And basically what it means is, what are the movies you are playing about yourself every single day when you're thinking about yourself, when you're imagining you and what you're capable of. So an exercise I do with my clients, my coaching clients, especially on the one-to-one, I always ask them about their beliefs, about their limits. Okay, and then what we'll discover is what people perceive as real limits are actually only perceived limits, okay? And this is a very powerful exercise. You know, many of my clients have huge breakthroughs when they look at how they're holding themselves back based on what they believe to be true about themselves. So the movie of your mind, you are the star actor, you are the main, the lead, the Oscar winner, the Golden Globe winner. In your movie, you are the lead actor or actress, okay? You are the star of your own life movie. And the question is, how does that movie look, or how do you see it looking? Because, you know, your life is probably a lot better than you imagine. You are much better. You're better looking, you are more positive, you are kinder, you are more generous, you are a better quality of person than maybe you give yourself credit for. You know, if you're like me or like most people, you're probably very hard on yourself. You're probably a little bit of a perfectionist. You're probably very self-critical. Now, if you're nodding while you're watching this, give a thumbs up or let me know in the comments if you agree. Most people have this issue where we're actually criticizing ourselves. We don't recognize our true greatness. You're also definitely more powerful than you give yourself credit for. You're way more capable than you give yourself credit for. And I do a great exercise with my clients as well, where we ask them to get their circle, their social circle, either personal, business relationships, family members, to give them some feedback on how they perceive them. And oftentimes what comes back to my clients is, wow, I never knew people looked at me in this way. So this self-image is really a defining factor for you and what you're achieving in your life. You know, I was on a guest on a big YouTube channel there a few weeks ago, and I remember saying you can never outperform your identity. Okay, you can never outperform your identity. You will always arrive back at your identity. So what's your current identity? How do you see yourself? How does that movie of your life look? And the good news is, if it doesn't look the way you want it to look, you can change it. But the first thing is being aware, self-awareness. That's a huge thing. A lot of people are lacking is that self-awareness. They're not aware of where they truly are. Like, where are they? Because we're always seeing things through our perception, how we perceive things to be, and also how others tell us it should be or how it is. You know, I did that in my last video, talking about, you know, who do you think you are? You know, most people are living their life defined by who other people tell them they are. And we see how sad this is. You know, this is not fulfilling for you. It's not empowering for you, because you are being influenced by other people's perceptions, by other people's definitions of what's possible for you. So self-awareness is so important for you to ask yourself, where am I really at? What is the current climate for me in my life? Next thing is getting clarity on where we're going. That's also so important, right? But again, your self-image will limit that. If you are not very clear on who you are and what your real limits are and what your perceived limits are, your vision for your future, your version of potential future events will be fogged, okay? It will not be clear for you. It'll be foggy, because, you know, you have this limiting self-image where you don't believe it's possible, so you can't really see what you're capable of. You have an idea of what you want, you have a feeling of what you want, but it's not very clear. Okay, it's not very clear because you don't believe, your self-image doesn't allow you to get that 8K, HD vision for your future. And that's so important. So self-awareness is a huge first step, in reprogramming that self-image. And, I have many more steps, and I get into it in my new program, my signature program, the Entrepreneur Code, which is launching soon. So if you're an entrepreneur who wants to go to the next level, if you're a part-time entrepreneur, you want to become a full-time entrepreneur, or you're already successful, but you're lacking that fulfillment, you need to reach out and connect with me right now, because this program is going to be a game changer for you. Okay, we're going through all of this, what I'm touching on today, and so much more to get you to that next level. And not only are we going to change the self-image and give you immovable self-confidence, I'm also going to be teaching you how to use speaking and influence to actually go out and create the results you want as well. So if you're interested in that mentorship program, you need to send a message right now. There's only a limited group available because for this first version of this first launch, I'm teaching everything live. Everything will be done live. Okay, in the future it will be recorded. Now it's going to be live. So you're going to have live access, direct access to me. So make sure you reach out right now for that. So back to schedule programming, self-image. Okay, your self-image is key. So the first thing is ask yourself, who do I see myself as? Okay, and is it real? Is it real, or is it just my perceptions? Is it just my limiting beliefs? You know, this is such a powerful exercise when you ask yourself, is it a real limit or is it a perceived limit? This is killer for you guys when you make a list and you say, okay, what's a real limit and what's a perceived limit? Most of the inaction or most of the avoidance behavior in your life today is because of perceived limits. It's not because of a real limit. A real limit is no, you cannot fly. A real limit is maybe I'm not going to make it to the NBA, okay? But a perceived limit is I could never own an NBA team or a Premier League team or even have a box in the stadium. That would be a perceived limit. That's not a real limit. A real limit might be something physical or something. Maybe you'll never get to Mars, but is that a real limit or is it a perceived limit? Because the way things are evolving, who knows, right? You can only decide what are your real limits and what are your perceived limits. But I guarantee you this, most of the beliefs you have are perceived limits. They are not real limits. And this is one of the most powerful, switches that can happen in your mindset, switch that can happen in your ability to create your life. Most people are hindered by a false self-image. The image you have of yourself is not real. The image of what your life, the version of your life that you think you're capable of is not real. You are not doing yourself justice. You are not empowering yourself. And again, this is why coaching and mentoring can take you to the next level, because most of our thoughts are the same every single day, 90% repetitive every single day. So the thinking that got you to where you are is not going to get you to the new destination. So my encouragement for you today, my wish for you is to reach out. Okay, it's to invest in yourself, a coach or a mentor. Yes, it could be me, but if there's somebody else you connect with more, go for them. I care about results at this stage. After 14 years of being a speaker, after over 11 years as an entrepreneur, I care about results. That's why I'm only choosing carefully who I allow into my new program, because I'm in it for the results, for the transformation, and that's my wish for you. So if you're ready for a transformation, comment yes in the comments. Give this video a like if you got some value, and make sure you subscribe to the channel. And the biggest gift you can give me is by sharing it. Okay, share with somebody who you know is struggling with their self-image. I guarantee you have friends in mind, or family, or people you care about, and you know how they see themselves as not an accurate reflection. We want to empower people today. We want people to think for themselves, but we want people to be self-aware, to realize what's really holding me back. The truth is, it's you. It's not COVID. It's not restrictions. It's not government. It's not the employer. It's not the job. It's you. You are holding your back. How you see yourself, your self-image, the movie in your mind, the theater of your mind, as Maxwell Maltz said in Psycho-Cybernetics. Say that 10 times fast, and then throw in specificity as well while you're at it. So I hope you got some value from today's video, guys. I will see you soon with the next one. Peace.